Ava DuVernay, who is easily one of the most insufferable celebrities working in Hollywood, is huffing and puffing, whining and crying yet again today, this time blaming you for deciding to not support her film, and of course blaming the fans just like these celebrities continue to do all the time, and also showing her major amount of jealousy that she has for Christopher Nolan and his Oppenheimer film and the success that they have. So let's get into this insane story here and see what is going on. Ava DuVernay says racism and sexism is to blame for audiences being more excited about Oppenheimer than her Isabel Wilkerson biopic Origin. Ava DuVernay is saying that this is all because of racism and sexism. Even though she is someone who has said things like this in the past, everyone has a right to their opinion. And we, black producers with hiring power, talking about herself, have the right to not hire those who diminish us, aka white people. So to the white men in this thread, if you don't get that job you were up for, kindly remember, bias can go both ways. This is 2020 speaking. And despite the fact that she is being a complete flaming racist herself, none of that matters because it is all about the victim status. So, according to director Ava DuVernay, the lack of interest in her upcoming Isabel Wilkerson biopic Origin compared to the similarly structured Oppenheimer has nothing to do with the latter's historical importance and everything to do with the audience's own racist and sexist attitudes. Born in 1961, Wilkerson is perhaps best known for having been, per the National Association of Black Journalists, the first black journalist to win a Pulitzer Prize for individual reporting and first black woman to win a journalism Pulitzer. And apparently that is enough to make this film on the level of Oppenheimer. And if it isn't, well, it is your fault for being a bigot. This is just absolutely insane. Speaking on her upcoming film to Variety's Angelique Jackson, the woman once attached to helm DC's New Gods film, explained it has biographical elements. So in some ways, it's a biopic. In some ways, it's docudrama. Ooh, so complex. In some ways, it's just a straight up adaptation of those really beautiful and tragic moments in history. The goal was to try to stitch together a tapestry to create a quilt. That's how I think of it, and allowed myself to color outside the lines of what I've been told, she told Jackson, so stunning and brave, just to throw all that out and tell the story from my gut, and it came from reading this book. Following further discussions regarding her time working on the film, DuVernay was eventually pressed by Jackson, what does it take to get the audience to watch a movie like Origin? Because midway through, I realized this is a process film, a movie about someone making something. Wait, what? A movie about someone making something. Wow, what an incredible way to explain this film. I just had a conversation about She Said, which I loved, and I was frustrated because it feels when there's process films about women and people of color, people are not as intrigued. I don't know that this is a fair question to ask you, but I am curious what you make of the way to get the audience in the door, because it is complicated when asking people to watch material that is challenging. In turn, oh my gosh, and this is so ridiculous, man. In turn, DuVernay unsurprisingly blamed the existence of this challenge on the inherent racism of general audiences. You're right, the director affirmed in reply. It's challenging to watch a process film about a man making a bomb. Oppenheimer. He's a man who was trying to do something and couldn't quite describe it to anybody else, but he knew it. Isabel is a woman who knows something and can't quite describe it, but she knows it, and she's gonna find it. Wow. Does any of this make you interested in this film? You'll sit through 3 hours of his process. Will you sit through 2 hours of her process? I think that is the only proposition. It's not talking about the merit of the films. It's talking about the very idea of following a woman through an intellectual process and an intellectual exercise. Then you make that a black person. Then you make that a black woman. Is it valid enough for you to go on that journey with her? So yes, everyone, the fact that her film Origin about Isabel Wilkerson doing something and gonna go find something or something like that, that film not getting the success as Oppenheimer is all your fault, and it means that you are a bigot and you should go see Ava DuVernay's Origin film. So with all of that insanity being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.